encroachment of the more numerous Bantu people. The CPK has undertaken important work since 2001 in their traditional area of the country, the Equateur. Then we will hear how the Shepherd Lapsley Presbyterian University of the Congo in Kananga addresses natural tensions among students from a variety of ethnic groups and religious traditions as they live and study together at Indesha, the campus in Indesha. Then this series of interviews will be followed by reflections by Elder Andre Lunapuni, the coordinator of Presbyterian schools in Kananga, and he provides us with a window as how the school system, primary and secondary education, can create an atmosphere conducive to ethnic and social harmony among the students in their care. And finally, Dr. Serge Makolu of the Christian Medical Institution of the Kasai, IMCK, also in Kananga, will reflect on how different concepts of education are useful in creating a cohesive society community. But we begin our reflections this afternoon with these comments sent to me by Reverend Dr. Simon Kabwe-Mbala, the rector of the Presbyterian University in Kananga, entitled Living Together and Racial or Ethnic Differences in Families and Churches. He says that Africa cannot be divided into races, but rather into ethnic groups, as the continent is home to immense cultural, linguistic, and genetic diversity. However, we can simply simplify into two main groups: the Arab Berbers of the North Africa, mixed with local populations of Semitic and Indo-European origins, and the Negro Africans, who are the majority, come from a mixture of Black African populations with other influences. This complexity is even greater, he says, with thousands of ethnic groups, the largest numerically being the Hausa, the largest group, and the Fulani, the largest nomadic group. The Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, there are no racial differences in the biological sense, as the population is ethno-culturally diverse, composed mainly of Bantu, Neotic, Central Sudanese, and Pygmy groups, Bantu groups. These differences are based on the origins and customs of the hundreds of ethnicities that exist, as well as on the social economic interactions and stereotypes that it may exist between the different groups and with people of other backgrounds. He goes on to talk about major ethnic groups, the Bantu peoples. They form the majority group, about 80% of the population, and live throughout the country. Among the largest Bantu ethnic groups in the Congo are the Luba, the Mongol, and the Congo. The Nilotic groups in the northeastern part of the country include the Alur, Bahri, Hema, and Kakwa. Central Sudanic groups, including Lundu, Mamvu, Muji, Moru, Mangbetu, Lubaro, and Wogo. Pygmies or Batu. The first inhabitants of the Congo, they are traditionally hunter-gatherers that are becoming more and more involved in the Congolese society. Distinctions and perceptions. Simplified characterization. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the main distinction is often made between Congolese, black, and white, non-black people. Social perceptions, distinctions within the group may exist according to socio-political professional status, and stereotypes may be conveyed against other groups. Right to be different. The right to be different is an important concept which recognizes the right of everyone to be different from others and not to conform to imposed social norms. Living together. This topic of living together requires a commitment to inclusion and mutual understanding in families and in churches. In Africa in general, and in the Democratic Republic of the Congo in particular, There is a solidarity that ensures that everyone, regardless of their ethnicity, race, or religion, can be considered and accepted part of the family as well as of the church. This aspect of things is encouraged not only by culture, but also by the church in the proclamation of the gospel. To promote this collaboration, there are several steps to take. Education for open dialogue, to encourage honest and respectful conversations within the family and church community about the histories, culture, and lived experience of people's different backgrounds, varying cultural diversity. In the church, actively integrate various cultural expressions into worship and activities, showing that each heritage is a richness and not a barrier. This is the example of the expression unity in diversity, advocated by the Congolese Church. Another example, and you'll see the video, is that of the Shepherd and Lapsey Presbyterian University of the Congo, UPRECO, which welcomes students of all ethnicities as well as of all religious tendencies without any distinction. Empathy and humanity practice. Ask church or family members to put themselves in the other's shoes to understand the specific challenges related to ethnic and racial identity. Inclusive leadership. Ensure that leadership structures in the church and the extended family reflect the diversity of the community, providing diverse voices and perspectives in decision making. Conclusion. Ultimately, it should be noted this constant work of rapprochement is essential to build solid links. And this is the very image of the kingdom of God. To achieve this, it is necessary to, 1, support individuals, families, groups, and associations. 2, promote the rights of vulnerable groups such as women, children, the elderly, we might add the indigenous population. Organize information and awareness sessions and provide psychosocial care for vulnerable people. There will be a major presentation on Saturday about the church's works with vulnerable children in particular. It is within this framework that the Center for Participatory Social Intervention and Promotion, which works on various themes such as conflict prevention and peace education, and the noble work of the Presbyterian Coordination of Vulnerable Children in the 31st Presbyterian Community of the Congo, CPC, is to be commended. All this activity is in accordance with the will of the Lord Jesus Christ and his prayer to the Father, that they may be one, as you and I are one. John 17:11. It is in this living hope that the fruits of the Holy Spirit will be observed: love, humility, truth, tolerance, and so forth. So with that introduction from the rector of the university, we will hear first the question of marginalized indigenous persons in the rainforest of the Congo.
All right, I was just told I need to buy some time while they get logged in. So, you all want to dance or sing?
Oh. Who said that? I did. Let's do it.
So, I guess, Ben, what we could do is just see. It will take a few minutes for them seriously to get logged in, so let's just think about that. Anything anybody want to talk about? Any points you want to make? Anything so far that you want to say that you haven't had a chance to say, opportunity to say, a question you want to ask About anything? Yes.
I would just like to know who's here, if we could just say our name and where we're from.
Oh, wow, that would be
Because
cool.
I've been trying to meet some people, but I remember some familiar faces from the past, but
Okay.
maybe just for a few minutes. We may not have time to get it all done, but maybe later on we can finish up.
Let me ask Harold, how much more time do we have? Are you
Take
ready?
as much as you need.
Oh, as much as we need. Okay, so thank you. That's a great idea. We've got our name badges on. So I'm Charles. I live here in Tuscaloosa, Brown Memorial Church. Yes.
Darryl
Speak,
Love.
use your playground voice.
Darryl Love, member of Westminster Presbyterian in Birmingham.
Yes.
Jeanine White, Lewis Presbyterian in Lewis, Delaware. Lori Lovelace, Newcastle Presbyterian, where that is. Maryland, Delaware.
Okay, you're gonna use your outside voice, right?
Okay, Deborah Love, Westminster Presbyterian Church, Birmingham.
All right, let's go here.
Anne Cree, Church of the Covenant, Boston, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Maliki Kondemo, Church of Christ in Congo.
Yes.
Jenny Reinhold, Bridgewater, Virginia. I'm with Bill.
Okay, yes.
Sue Westfall, the General Presbyter for the Presbyterian Shepherds in Lapsley. I live in Birmingham.
Okay. Yes.
I'm Caroline Kelly. I'm the pastor of the Grace Presbyterian Church here, one of our local Presbyterian churches.
Yes, yes.
Herb Long, I'm with the Congo mission team from Lafayette Orinda Presbyterian Church, which is right outside of San Francisco.
Deborah.
Hello, I'm Deborah Thomas. I live in Montgomery. I'm a member of the First Presbyterian Church in Auburn, and I am also moderator of the Executive Council for the Presbyterian Shepherds in Lapsley.
Yes, thank you.
And I have to say, former member.
Of Brown Memorial. Yes.
Jonathan Cameron, I'm a member of Lake Avenue Church, which is non-PCUSA, but glad to be here, and I've been participating in the Congo Mission Network and various works in Congo for a long time. So,
Kelly.
And that's in Pasadena.
Pasadena, California.
Wow. I'm Kelly Norell. I belong to First Presbyterian in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the Presbytery of East Tennessee. And I'm doing some communications work for Congo Mission Network.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
I'm Randy Long. I'm with Herb Long from Lafayette Orinda Presbyterian Church, California.
Yes.
I'm James Ephraim. I'm a member of Shepherds and Lapland Presbyterian and pastor of Prairie Church and work with the Presbyterian.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm Leland Keller from South Highland Presbyterian in Birmingham.
And I'm his wife, Marty.
And I'm his cousin. Jimmy Shea from Shalford Presbyterian in Atlanta and do work in Congo.
Yes.
I'm Wendy Wilson, I'm a member of Southminster Presbyterian. Also chair the Congo Partnership Team of Shepherds in Lapsley.
Yes, thank you. Yes, right here.
Larry Specially, volunteer mission worker in Congo.
Princeton, Navarro, High United African Grace Presbyterian, Texas.
Fletcher Wright, Charlotte, North Carolina, Myers Park.
Okay, yes. Woody?
I'm Woody Collins. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, Faith Presbyterian Church, Whitewater Valley Presbyterian.
Thank you. Yes.
Hi everyone, my name's Minette and I'm with Woody.
Okay.
I'm his wife.
Okay, make that clear. Yes. Okay.
I'm Roberta Spalding, and I'm from Lafayette Orinda Press in California.
Ben?
I'm Ben Winston, I'm a member here at Brown Memorial.
Yes. Yes.
Terry Hamilton Poor, I'm the pastor of First Presbyterian in Birmingham, so this is Presbyterian Shepherds in Lapsley.
Yes.
I'm Kathy Talent from Knoxville First Presbyterian.
I'm Ann Wright, and I'm his, and from Charlotte.
Okay, yes.
Colleen Shannon, First Presbyterian, Knoxville.
Do we miss you, Mr.
No,
We got you. Okay, good. Thank you.
Sherry Allison, First Presbyterian Knoxville.
No, yes. And now?
Pastor Kalonji,
Church in Kentucky, yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Jeff Boyd, former mission worker at Presbyterian Church, hopefully living in the Netherlands.
Sue Gibbons, also with the Lafayette Orinda Presbyterian Church.
My name is Tamwe Kazadi Joseph. Born in Congo, Kananga, grew up in Kananga, did almost everything in Kananga. But right now I'm in Texas, Dallas, working with African immigrants in Dallas.
Thank you. Yes.
Paul Williams. I'm a professor of religious studies at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, but serving on a very part-time basis the Anderson Grove Presbyterian Church and the Presbytery of the Missouri River Valley.
Good, thank you, Michael.
Yeah, I'm Michael Ramsey from St. Louis, and I work with Congolese refugees.
Luann Sellers, I'm a mission pastor for First Presbyterian Church here in Tuscaloosa, and was in Charlotte Presbytery a long time ago as a campus minister.
Waltz.
I'm Charles Colston. My church is Oakmont Chapel Presbyterian. It's in Hoover, which is just south of Birmingham. And then I also work in missions for the Presbytery.
Okay, Bill? Bill, who are you?
Sorry, Bill, I've introduced myself, Bill Reinhold, trying to keep this going.
And we have Harold. Harold?
Harold Denard, Westminster Presbyterian Church, Birmingham.
Okay, are we out of time, Bill and Harold?
We're good
Did I
now.
miss somebody? Bill and Harold? How much time do we have, Harold?
We need to go ahead and get to the bid.
Okay, all right, so we have folk out in our kitchen serving you, and pleased to do that. We'll bring them out when we have another little break so that they can introduce themselves. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for that suggestion. Okay. I'm sorry.
Online people could introduce themselves?
Well, there are too many
No.
of them. Oh, no, there are way too many. Yeah, thank you.
Charles?
Sorry about that. Yes.
Will we at the end perhaps get a list of participants and contact information?
Bill, the question is, at the end, will we get a list of contact information and participants? Kelly?
Well, I can make a copy of everything I have. There are people here that are not on my list, which is great, but we'll have to figure out how to do that.
Okay. So,
It may be just as simple as a sign-in sheet. If we get one going, be conscientious and put your stuff on there. And then we'll make a copy and get it to you.
all right, Zach won't pick up the people who are online and the people in the Congo, but we will serve those here.
We have some of that in the registration information.
Right, we have a spreadsheet actually has a lot of people on it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll think about that. We'll think about it.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right, Harold, Bill, it's on you.
Members of our church that are hosting your staying at the
Yeah.
I just spoke to make the connection because I was thinking they made the arrangements. I'll just have to say.
Bill and I are.
Yes, I
There's no sound yet.
Should there be?
Now, will. Now there's sound.
Nous vous saluons dans le nom merveilleux de notre Seigneur Jésus-Christ. Nous sommes très heureux de nous adresser à vous dans ce cadre du Congo Mission Network pour vous présenter sommairement certaines activités que nous organisons avec le peuple autochtone que nous appelons généralement chez nous le peuple batois. C'est le pasteur Dieudonné Chimamba Boukadi, deuxième vice-président communautaire et représentant légal deuxième suppléant de la communauté presbytérienne de Kinshasa, en charge de la santé et des propriétés. Et je suis particulièrement chargé de la mission auprès de peuples batois ou de peuples autochtones. Et c'est dans ces cadres que nous tenons à vous présenter brièvement les quelques activités que nous organisons là-bas. En effet, depuis 2002, la communauté presbytérienne de Kinshasa a commencé la mission auprès de peuples autochtones à Mbandaka, à Bikoro, à Ingende et leurs environs. C'est dans l'ancienne grande province de l'Équateur. Et chemin faisant, l'Assemblée générale de 2021 a fait de la mission auprès de peuples autochtones un projet prioritaire. C'est ainsi que cette mission continue aujourd'hui avec des paroisses à Bandaka et plusieurs cellules à Bikoro, à Ingende et leurs environs. Au-delà des églises, nous avons commencé les projets des écoles et même de leur construction. Et au jour d'aujourd'hui, le peuple autochtone sous notre direction gère 146 écoles maternelles, primaires et secondaires et dispose même d'une sous-coordination. Le problème est que la procédure gouvernementale pour faire fonctionner une école est très longue. Elle commence par initier l'école, par la construire, par solliciter l'agrément, attendre la mécanisation et enfin arriver à la budgétisation. Cette longue procédure rend la tâche difficile aux organisateurs que nous sommes et décourage beaucoup plus les enseignants qui peuvent attendre longtemps pour être rémunérés. Et les constats suivants font l'objet de nos préoccupations pour un accompagnement sérieux. Nous avons constaté pendant nos tournées que toutes ces écoles sont soit en bambou, soit en terre battue, soit en paille. Seulement 7 écoles sur 146 sont mécanisées et payées. 4 écoles sur 146 sont déjà mécanisées mais non payées. Et les autres, c'est la grande majorité, les autres attendent encore leur agrément, leur mécanisation et leur budgétisation plus tard à venir. Nous avons aussi constaté que sur place, les enfants de peuples batois qui viennent à l'école, ils sont souvent sans cahier, sans manuel scolaire, sans uniforme et des fois même pieds nus par faute de moyens. Avec l'appui de quelques partenaires intéressés, nous avons commencé par offrir quelques tonnes à quelques écoles pour ne fût-ce que se protéger en cas de pluie, mais sur des écoles construites en matériaux non durables. Nous avons commencé une école en matériaux durables à Boudia, sur la route de Bandaka. Mais vu le nombre d'écoles que nous disposons aujourd'hui, nous sollicitons votre accompagnement pour améliorer tant soit peu les conditions d'études de ces enfants. Nous avons également commencé un projet, c'est le projet de la formation de pasteurs autochtones. Depuis l'année académique 2024-2025, nous avons reçu 3 jeunes diplômés autochtones désirant faire la formation pastorale. 2 venaient de l'intérieur, c'est-à-dire un de Bikomo et le 2e de Igéné. Le 3e venait de la ville de Bandaka. Celui de la ville de Bandaka a réussi et il passe en 2e année, tandis que les 2 autres n'ont pas pu terminer car ils ont dit qu'ils ont des familles à nourrir. Le temps a passé à l'université sans bourse ni autre ressource pour soutenir leur famille devenait difficilement gérable. Et c'est pourquoi nous pensons que les accompagner avec quelques fonds supplémentaires au-delà des frais académiques devient pour nous un impératif. C'est pourquoi notre plaidoyer, nous sommes en train de voir que la cohabitation entre les Bantous et les peuples autochtones requiert jusqu'à présent des efforts de part et d'autre. Nous pensons qu'il revient à l'Église de jouer ce grand rôle pour la valorisation des peuples bantoues ou des peuples autochtones de l'Équateur à travers l'Évangile et différents types de plaidoyers afin de les intégrer totalement dans la société moderne. Nous avons aussi constaté que l'exploitation de la forêt, qui est l'habitation naturelle des peuples autochtones, par les commerçants selon leurs différents contrats avec le gouvernement congolais, au mépris des droits des peuples autochtones, les dépouille de tous leurs moyens de survie, car ils vivent généralement de la chasse et de la cueillette. C'est la raison pour laquelle la communauté presbytérienne de Kinshasa, CDK, lance cet appel à la communauté internationale en général et à la PSUSA en particulier pour un accompagnement conséquent. Nous sollicitons votre accompagnement dans notre engagement de la lutte pour la justice sociale. Nous vous présentons aussi quelques urgences que nous avons dans le pays actuellement. La République démocratique du Congo fait face à plusieurs calamités, résultats des guerres et conflits armés dans le pays. En effet, nul besoin de le répéter, l'Est du pays est le théâtre d'une agression violente depuis une trentaine d'années. Ces violences ont provoqué des morts de plus de 10 millions de personnes, des déplacements massifs, la résurgence de plusieurs maladies, sans compter le manque de nourriture qui conduit à la malnutrition de beaucoup d'enfants aujourd'hui. Nous tenons à vous signaler que le phénomène Mobondo, qui ne sont que des milices qui pillent et tuent à Kinshasa, dans les provinces de Kwango, dans la province de Kwilu et dans la province de Maindombe, a également provoqué des décès, beaucoup de décès en famille et beaucoup de déplacés. Et pour ces raisons, jusqu'à présent, Certaines écoles, dans certains points même de la capitale, à l'exemple de quelques points du plateau de Batéké, n'ont pas encore ouvert leurs portes. Et ceux qui travaillent au champ ne savent plus reprendre les travaux dans leur ferme, ce qui rend difficile le travail. Présentement, plusieurs épidémies et des endémies sont signalées ça et là dans le pays, tant dans la ville-province de Kinshasa que dans les provinces. On peut signaler la présence de mpox, on peut signaler la présence de la choléra et toutes les maladies de mains sales. L'Église sollicite des appuis de la part de toutes les personnes de bonne volonté afin de participer activement à cette lutte, faisant aussi partie de sa mission. Nous ne pouvons taire les phénomènes liés au changement climatique qui nécessitent information, formation et accompagnement. Dans nos perspectives d'avenir au niveau de la communauté presbytérienne de Kinshasa, tel que la Bible déclare, la justice élève une nation. Et pour cette raison, la CPK sollicite votre accompagnement dans sa lutte pour la justice sociale, pour la justice transactionnelle et pour la justice environnementale. Sans mettre de côté la recherche constante de la paix et la détraumatisation de la population. Votre appui à ces orientations nous sera de grande utilité. Que le Seigneur Jésus-Christ vous bénisse tous et bonne suite de programme au Congo Mission Network. À Dieu soit la gloire.
Bonjour, monsieur le journaliste. Je suis venu pour introduire la conférence sur le vivre ensemble et les différences sociales ou ethniques dans les familles et dans les églises. Ce thème a été proposé par l'organisateur de la grande conférence du Congo Michel. Donc, je propose quelques vidéos qui sont tirées à partir de l'université presbytérienne de Chicago et l'Artillerie du Congo qui fait à travers ces vidéos, nous allons entendre des témoignages qui sont donnés par les différents étudiants ou apprenants qui montrent comment ils vivent eux-mêmes dans notre institution. Parmi eux, il y en a de toutes les couleurs, il y en a de toutes les églises, mais qui vivent ensemble et qui encouragent même cette communion et cette unité des enfants de Dieu qui se sont retrouvés dans cette famille qui est le Prévost. Je voulais conclure quand les participants vont suivre les différentes vidéos. Merci.
Bonjour monsieur. Bonjour. Comment on vous appelle?
Je m'appelle Pasteur André Badipeni Chupamba, étudiant
en deuxième licence Fader en théologie, ici à l'Ibrego. Merci. Vous êtes presbytérien ou vous êtes de quelle communauté? Je suis de l'ECC 21e communauté Nation du Christ en Afrique. Qu'est-ce qui vous a poussé à venir à l'Ibrego comme université presbytérienne alors que vous êtes de la communauté Nation du Christ en Afrique? Qu'est-ce que vous êtes venu faire? Ce qui m'a poussé, c'est l'importance des titres qui sont ici. Nous sommes bien formés, nous sommes bien outillés en théologie. Et nous savons bien que nous sommes déjà à la fin. Nous serons déversés sur le terrain pour montrer notre capacité de ce que nous avons reçu ici. Est-ce que les enseignements d'ici ont touché ou ont répondu à vos attentes ou à vos préoccupations? Effectivement, je suis très ravi parce que mon niveau intellectuel est monté par rapport aux années passées. Est-ce que votre vie sur le campus avec des amis qui sont des presbytériens, est-ce que vous sentez qu'il y a une difficulté? Est-ce qu'on vous rejette, on vous discrimine, on vous néglige parce que vous venez de 21e CNK, communauté Nation du Christ en Afrique, ou vous travaillez en symbiose, en harmonie avec les autres étudiants qui sont des presbytériens? Très important. Nous sommes bien accueillis par nos collègues et nous travaillons en synergie. Très important vraiment. Nous sommes bien accueillis. Donc vous n'êtes pas rejeté? Non, je ne suis pas rejeté. Vous n'êtes pas discriminé, ni négligé parce que vous venez d'une communauté autre? Je suis bien respectué. Et il y a l'entente et l'harmonie entre tous? L'harmonie fructueuse. Est-ce que vous avez un dernier mot à dire pour l'avancement de l'IPECO et de vos études ou de votre ministère prochain? Je suis très content de mettre en rapport tout ce que nous avons reçu ici. Je souhaite aux autorités de l'Institut et de l'institution d'éveiller et de faire mieux par rapport à ce que nous avons reçu ici. Et de nous encadrer aussi ce qui nous suit. Merci beaucoup, M. André. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur Denis. Comment on vous appelle? On m'appelle Mathilde Guéna. Pourquoi êtes-vous ici? Je suis un étudiant éco. Qui signifie quoi? Qui signifie étudiant qui est en deuxième licence. Le nom de l'université? Université presbytérienne Shepherd Claire. Mais pourquoi vous avez choisi d'être là? J'ai choisi pour que je sois serviteur des autres l'année prochaine. Depuis que vous êtes là, sentez-vous à l'aise dans la communauté ici, parmi les étudiants et les enseignants? Est-ce qu'il y a la vie de l'harmonie comme étudiant à l'aise ou il y a un peu de difficultés qu'il faut soulever en tant qu'individu? Oui, il y a une vie harmonieuse parce que nous avons bien étudié. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes pendant les examens de grande session. Je ne vois pas qu'il y a... Donc les examens de la fin de l'année, oui. C'est que cette année, vous devez sortir licencié ou maître ou master en théologie. Oui. Oui. Alors, qu'est-ce que vous pouvez suggérer à l'UPRECO de faire pour la fois prochaine? Oui, je vais dire à mon institut, donc mon institution, de faire de manière qu'ils sensibilisent, qu'ils partent à la radio, qu'ils fassent peut-être la sensibilisation, la motivation pour que l'année prochaine, que cette institution ait beaucoup d'étudiants. Depuis que vous êtes là,
Est-ce que vous avez rencontré une difficulté avec les collègues par rapport à votre santé, à votre vie? Est-ce que vous vivez dans la paix, l'harmonie, la concorde, ou il y a un problème de discrimination, de mauvais traitement à votre endroit?
Je pense que depuis 2021 que je suis venu ici à Togo, je suis bien avec mes collaborateurs, mes collègues étudiants, pourquoi pas nos enseignants. Il n'y a pas une difficulté là-dedans.
Donc vous êtes bien accepté par tous?
Je suis bien accepté par tous.
Est-ce que dans cette institution, vous avez constaté qu'il y a des cas de discrimination, de rejet des autres par rapport à leurs conditions sociales, leurs conditions physiques, tout ça? Est-ce que vous avez constaté des choses comme ça?
Je n'ai pas constaté parce que c'est l'université chrétienne qui a maintenant le moral sur les étudiants.
En tout cas, merci beaucoup, M. Clément.
Merci davantage.
Bonjour, maman.
Moi, c'est l'étudiant de ma magazine, l'étudiant de l'université de droit. Je suis venu à l'hôpital depuis l'année 2024. Le 15 novembre 2024, à l'hôpital, les enseignements se passent bien. Bon, pour ce qui concerne les fonctionnements, nous évoluons toujours bien, sans discrimination, sans difficulté, nous évoluons toujours bien. Et les enseignants répondent aux bénéfices comme il faut et nous étudions toujours bien.
Et quel est le climat de camaraderie, la manière de vivre avec les amis comme étudiants? Est-ce qu'il y a des querelles? Est-ce qu'il y a des rejets? Comment vous constatez?
Non, nous évoluons très bien. D'ailleurs, on s'est très bien rencontrés.
On ne vous rejette pas?
Non.
On vous accepte comme étudiante?
Oui, on se considère.
On se considère? Ok. En tout cas, si vous avez un autre mot à ajouter à ce sujet.
Moi, c'est que je demande qu'on puisse s'améliorer. On améliore parce que nous aurons toujours bien, mais on améliore c'est bon.
Quoi, par exemple?
Par exemple, les bancs, il y a des chaises et tout ça. Parce qu'on a quand même des chaises. Et souvent, quand nous présentons les examens, les autres demandent des places pour s'asseoir.
Merci beaucoup, merci, et je vous souhaite bonne journée.
Merci.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour.
Comment vous appelez?
Je m'appelle étudiant actuellement président trésor de l'église
C'est une église de l'ECC ou c'est une église indépendante?
C'est une église indépendante qui a un jour le 19 novembre 1963 avec le prophète noir qui s'appelle carrément Bakayoko Santa.
Mais ici, vous êtes dans une école missionnaire. Donc, comment expliquer que vous avez choisi d'être dans une école missionnaire au lieu d'être dans une école des évangéliques certificateurs?
Cette école missionnaire accueille toutes les confessions religieuses. Voilà pourquoi nous sommes là, pour partir de la qualité de l'enseignement. Et même que je suis en train de porter la tenue de l'église, qui n'est même pas l'église de l'ECC, l'église évangélique. Donc nous avons suivi la qualité de l'enseignement de cette institution. Bien avant cela, l'église évangélique a aussi des universités, mais tellement comme les qualités de l'enseignement sont différentes, pourquoi nous sommes venus ici dans la communauté l'ECC pour étudier et recevoir une éducation qui va s'impliquer.
Mais parmi les autres étudiants de l'église presbytérienne, vous en tant que membre de l'église évangélique des sacrificateurs, sentez-vous rejeté par les amis ou discriminé à cause de votre religion, de votre foi, ou vous êtes toléré ou vous intégrez facilement dans les activités?
Merci pour la question. Par contre, nous sommes gâtés. Nous sommes gâtés dans le sens que nous sommes une minorité dans cette institution. Donc, Au lieu d'être rejetés, on nous repousse, nous sommes gâtés. Tout ce que nous voulons connaître sur la doctrine, par exemple, de l'Église, de l'ECC, on nous donne ça sans problème. S'il y a des questions que nous pouvons soulever du long de l'amour, on nous donne ça sans problème. Nous ne sommes pas discriminés, nous sommes d'ailleurs ensemble, on collabore bien, on partage non seulement ce que nous apprenons des enseignements, mais même sur la vie sociale au centre.
En tout cas, merci. Est-ce que vous avez un dernier mot?
Oui, je invite aussi toutes les communautés qui ne sont pas là de pouvoir envoyer les enfants dans l'université du président, je ne sais pas, pour recevoir les enseignements.
Merci beaucoup. C'est très bien.
Merci.
Bonjour, messieurs. Comment vous appelez?
Je m'appelle Congo Canada.
Et c'est un ordi. Pour quelle raison êtes-vous ici? Vous étudiez au nom de quelle communauté?
La communauté de CMN, 56e communauté CMN.
Il faut bien expliciter le nom de votre communauté en entièreté. Donnez la signification de cette communauté.
La signification de cette communauté. Cette communauté est
Et cette communauté, vous connaissez la date de sa fondation?
la date, je ne peux pas vous donner une date aussi.
Mais qu'est-ce qui vous a poussé à venir faire les études ici?
Et excusez-moi.
Et vous faites quelle faculté ici?
J'ai fait sciences de l'homme, sciences de l'homme et société dans la filière de théologie.
Est-ce que depuis que vous êtes ici, vous êtes satisfait? Parce que vous venez de passer presque 8 mois ou 7 mois. Est-ce que êtes-vous satisfait des enseignements et de l'organisation à l'université?
Je suis satisfait de l'enseignement.
Du coordonnateur des études.
My bad. Yeah, go ahead. Did I turn it off? I messed it up.
Du coordonnateur. Du coordonnateur des écoles de la Saint-Esport ancien, il a gagné à Andrea CMN 2025. Donc ce concept, vivre ensemble à l'école, est un fondamental pour créer un environnement d'apprentissage positif et inclusif. Cela implique le respect, la tolérance et la coopération entre élèves, enseignants et le personnel administratif, tout en cultivant les valeurs comme l'empathie et la solidarité. Cela favorise les relations harmonieuses et encourage chacun à s'exprimer librement. Vous comprendrez que les activités en groupe, les projets collaboratifs et les discussions en classe peuvent aider à renforcer les liens, sensibiliser les élèves aux différentes cultures et aux diversités pour enrichir leur expérience scolaire. Cela traverse beaucoup d'étapes, mais nous avons sélectionné 4 étapes clés qui peuvent promouvoir le concept vivre ensemble à l'école. 1. Il y a la formation des projets en groupe, donc les élèves doivent faire des projets communs. À ce stade, quand les élèves travaillent ensemble sur certains projets, ça leur permet de partager des idées, d'apprendre et d'écouter les autres. Et aussi à collaborer pour atteindre un objectif commun et positif. De 2, les jeunes, les élèves, quand ils sont ensemble, ils peuvent organiser des journées culturelles. Là, ils présentent leur culture, leur tradition ou même leur cuisine. Cela favorise la compréhension et l'appréhension des différentes cultures. Comme point 3, les élèves, dans le même concept de vivre ensemble, ils peuvent constituer des clubs ou associations au sein de l'école. À ce stade, les élèves se retrouvent autour des intérêts communs. Vous trouverez qu'il y a le sport, il y a l'art, il y a la science, ainsi de suite. Cela encourage la camaraderie et le partage d'expériences. Tout ceci renforce les liens entre élèves et crée une atmosphère positive. Et enfin, comme 4e étape, la résolution des conflits. À cette étape, les élèves apprennent les techniques pour résoudre pacifiquement les conflits, mettre en place des mécanismes de médiation, former des élèves médiateurs ou équipes dédiées à la résolution pacifique des conflits entre élèves, professeurs et personnel administratif. Ils peuvent même sortir avec cette expérience, ils peuvent sortir même de l'école vers l'extérieur et faire ce travail-là. En conclusion, je dis, vivre ensemble à l'école présente des avantages multiples, tels que développement des compétences sociales et relationnelles, renforcement de l'esprit de communauté et d'appartenance, autonomie et responsabilité accrue, développement de la maturité et de la résilience, et enfin, une ouverture culturelle et diversifiée. Je pense que avec ça, nous pouvons être complets. Et lors de la présentation, d'autres explications pourront suivre. Merci beaucoup.
Do I need to do it from here with the sound, or you get the sound? You want me to try from here, get sound? No, we don't want first. PC. No, we don't.
I'm trying to meet some relatives, cousins, and so that's why I'm not kind of studying. They're gonna come here, who knows when. Oh, that sounds good.
Surge.
Yeah, well, he's not speaking. The sound is.
Well, it's embedded. I don't think it's safe.
Now looking at it more closely, I can see it just different.
So how did you get here? Did you drive? So where did you come Sheila's talking about. Yeah. Is the gal with the glasses, is she?
Yeah, Colleen was just very right. Yes, and then she sit across the table. And what's her name again? We all go to the same church. The one downtown. Yeah.
You're recording, right?
So tell me their names. I know I remember Sherry and I remember you.
Okay. We're having trouble getting this has sound with it, and it's supposed to autoplay, but we'll work that out and probably show it tomorrow. You've heard several presentations on the questions of living together in community and how the folks in Congo are wrestling with that. We'd like to have some open discussion now with those of you who are here. If you see some similarities with what we are experiencing in the United States today, do you have questions about what you see? We have a variety of people who are expert on some of these situations in Congo at the moment, so we will lean on our collaborators. So if you have questions on what you've seen, or if you have remarks or comments you want to make about the pulling together the ideas from two different contexts, and how you would reflect on what you have observed as a Congolese, are making efforts to deal with serious questions of accommodating each other and trying to build bridges and create systems that build bridges. I think that's the important, what I take away from all the work that I've worked with these videos, is that it's not just a matter of wringing hands, but of trying to develop, internalize, and put into a system how to build deeper bonds and relationships. So anyway, to you now is the conversation, and let's do some microphones. Yep, okay. Or if you want to come up and speak here.
Well,
come up here and speak here. Yeah, let's hear what you have to say.
I just had a question that I wanted to raise. We have heard a great deal about the conflict in the Congo and all over Africa. And the question I had was whether or not you see progress in the efforts that the church is making to bring together groups, to live together in harmony and all of that. What kind of results do you see? That's the question.
I'm going to call on our friend Martha, who's been working a lot in the eastern part of the country, where a huge part of the conflict has been. She will share with us more in depth tomorrow, but I'll ask her to come. And Dr. Clogy, la question est comment allons-nous pour résoudre quelques conflits? Est-ce qu'on voit qu'il y a des progrès ces derniers temps? Et quel est l'engagement de l'Église? Donc c'est un peu que vous allez parler de même, mais tout de même, vous pouvez aussi ajouter à notre sœur Martha quand elle vient. You can speak in English or in French, but come up here. In English, perfect. I will try to translate.
Okay, that's good, right? So I think the church is doing a very big work in trying to bring community together. As you might know that DRC has 250 ethnic groups, and I know that some have conflict, like in the east you find some ethnic groups that are fighting over lands, and even they mention Mobondo in Kwilu and what is like the old Bandundu province. There's also a problem of sometimes fighting over land, those kind of issues. But the church is really doing a big work in working together, bringing all these people together, like different communities. So the work of the church, especially in the Church of Christ in Congo, where we have 103 denominations, and we all work together, and our motto is unity in diversity, and I think I will talk about it tomorrow. So all of us, we form one body, and we walk around Jesus Christ, who is our leader. So through different activities like churches, also through schools, like we had the example here, primary or secondary or university, and through some different activity, especially in my domain, working with women. So we don't see, we work without regarding which church we belong to. So most of the time is the community work, where we bring everyone together, no matter where you belong to or which church you come from. Like we have one program on trauma healing. We work with Muslims, we work with all denominations. Those who are part of the Church of Christ in Congo and those who don't belong to the Church of Christ in Congo. So trying to bring everyone together, and is really helping and is improving the community life, if I can say in short.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Voulez-vous ajouter?
Oui, je peux ajouter.
We are hearing nothing, nothing.
Is it okay now?
Would you?
Is it okay now? Yes, this is just to complete Reverend Mark. The mission of the church in Congo is almost impossible. Really impossible mission. To mean that it is very difficult. But we continue to hope that with God, what is impossible today will be possible tomorrow. This is our conviction. Because the conflicts and wars we can observe are beyond what the church can and even what the local communities can. It is not only the conflict about the land, but it is also the conflict about what the lands contain, the minerals. And these minerals are not used in Congo. These minerals are not used by Congolese. These minerals are used beyond Congo and beyond Congolese. So, if you look carefully at the situation of Congo, we can conclude that the conflicts and wars are imported from outside. And this is the complexity of the conflict. Yes? The microphone. Good. Okay. This makes the conflicts very complex. Very complex. But the church does not give up. The church continues to fight. Not with guns, because we do not make guns. the church is fighting with the wave of Lord, with the expression of love, of compassion, of solidarity. The church is working on mediation, on reconciliation. It is not easy. Really, it is not easy. When you look at the consequences of that violence in Congo, it is not only the east part of Congo, because most of the time we speak about the conflicts in the eastern part of Congo, which is true, but it is not the only part concerned by the conflict. The massive killing of population, the internal displacement of population do not occur only in the eastern part of Congo, but almost in the Congo area. As we have mentioned, Mupondo in province of Bandundu, not so far from Kinshasa. Many people were killed and continue to die because of this violence. Many people are forced to displace from their initiative, from their natural places. And the situation become very difficult in Kinshasa to receive people from eastern part, to receive people from Bandundu, to receive people from Kasai, to receive people from almost everywhere. It is difficult today to find in Kinshasa a family of 3 or 5 people. You will find a family with 10, with 15, with 20. These are not only members of that family, but they receive with compassion and love beyond their means, their financial power, their economy. They receive. They cannot do otherwise. So it is to say that the progress, we cannot talk about the progress today. We still and we continue to play our role with faith and hope, not of what we can see, but what we believe will be the Congo. Not today, but one day. There is hope with God. This is the area we want our partners to join Church of Congo. We need our partners to join the Church of Congo in this very long fight for peace, for justice, for reconciliation. Thank you.
Again, we want to continue the conversation for a few minutes in the room.
Okay. I'll just step in. As Pastor Coloci was talking, I started thinking about the message that was given to us this morning about Mission Impossible, and that sense of the importance of maintaining that hope amidst what seems like impossible things. And I would really like to hope that in the next day or two that we will also hear about what is, I think, very unique in terms of the Protestants, the ECC, and the Catholics working together for peace and harmony and the pact that is there. And may we hear some concrete concrete things that are coming out of that. I would love to hear that. I think that is something that can give us hope, even as we read reports of politicians and others, trying to squelch it and say, no, don't do that. But the church is standing up. So hopefully we will hear more on that. It's very important. Are there other questions? Yes?
Not so much a question, but to underscore everything that I've just heard, is to stress that
Come to a
churches
microphone.
are facing, okay. The churches in Congo are doing an extraordinary job with extraordinarily limited resources and under great pressure. The Catholics and Protestants have worked well together to monitor elections. That has been a critical part of their collaboration. But they've also engaged in a wide variety of other activities that churches in America have forgotten about. They run school systems. I don't know how many of the Presbyterians run, but the Disciples of Christ in Congo have over 800 schools in their school system. And in many areas, they provide the principal source of education when the government schools are insufficient. They provide healthcare and hospitals in places where there are no government health services or very minimal government health services. And the idea that this whole problem of minerals, most of the minerals that are mined in Congo these days, in the east at least, are not actually sold by Congolese. They are pirated out of Congo and sold from Rwanda and Uganda into Qatar and Dubai and other places in the Middle East. And that has benefited us in ways that we do not recognize. Every single person in this room, if you have a cell phone, if you have a computer, if you have anything with any kind of semiconductors, you almost certainly have minerals in your possession that were mined illegally in Congo. And some of the public discussion about reconciliation and the efforts at national government levels is masking that. Because it's about which country controls. Is it going to be countries in the Middle East? Is it going to be countries in Europe? Is it going to be countries in North America which control those minerals? But the Congolese do not benefit by those resources. They are rich in natural resources, but there are international arrangements as well as domestic arrangements which intentionally impoverish the population. And the churches are on the front lines of some of the direst poverty in the world, in a country that could easily support what we would consider a middle-class lifestyle. But most people I know go to bed hungry at night. Maybe get one meal a day, if they are lucky. And they work hard, and it is through no fault of their own, but there are powerful forces at work. This is one of the few times I would use demonic spirits, which control the minds and hearts of people throughout the world who benefit by the suffering of people in places like Congo. Congo isn't the only place, but it is one where the shocking juxtaposition of wealth and poverty is horrific. So I think the work that people like Pastor Kalonji and others do, the people at UPRECO and UPC and various universities, is critical for the development of Congo, and yet they suffer because we do not feel like we have enough. We have more than enough. How many of us actually go to bed hungry at night? How many of us actually worry about whether soldiers are going to pound down the door and kill our families? How many of us worry about whether their children will live long enough to grow up and have their own families? Not me. In Congo, all of those are chronic concerns. And the work that people like the Boyds and the Streshleys and many other people do in Congo is, for me, incredibly inspiring. because it is often at great sacrifice to themselves. I am deeply troubled. I'm not a Presbyterian, I'm actually a disciple of Christ. And I'm deeply troubled when the churches in America feel like, oh, we can't afford that. Oh, we can't afford that. Oh, we can't afford that. Nonsense. We can't afford it. And what we should be doing is doing what little we can. You know, the expression I've learned recently by following some Substacks is, we can't do everything, but we should do everything we can. And I'm grateful to see a gathering like this of people who care enough to come from the East Coast, the West Coast, from the North and from the South to talk about the work in Congo that has been done for over a century, but the work is yet to be completed. As we've just heard, you know, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but God willing, one day. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I just, you know, listening to these presentations and being in this historic place, I can't help but think about how far we've come and where the church was 130 years ago when Shepherd and Lapsley went, and then Dr. Morrison and Mariah Fearing, so many others. King Leopold, you know, was ruling over a country that he considered his own domain. It wasn't even a Belgian colony at that point. And in those days it was ivory and rubber that enslaved people were bringing out. And it was, many of those enslaved people were actually freed by the Presbyterian missionaries. And they went on to become the first evangelists and church leaders. In fact, when I was confirmed in the church at Lubondai Station in 1957, the pastor who presided over my confirmation was Pastor Kasonga Paul, who had been enslaved and was freed, emancipated by the missionaries way back when. And he also took a leadership role in holding the church together in those years after independence, when the two big ethnic groups and other ethnic groups were going at each other. The Presbyterian Church worked among two major ethnic groups that had some pretty deep-seated rivalries. And church leaders held it together. The church held it together in spite of those deep-seated rivalries. And there have been other incidents since then. But those are, I think it's important to remember that history. And to remember that it was, excuse me, through a little mission newsletter, the Kasai Herald, that was printed at Nuevo Station, where William Shepherd and William Morrison exposed what King Leopold was doing, and ended up going to trial, being put on trial, because the Kasai company that was exploiting enslaved labor to bring that material out to the coast. They took offense at being called out in this great so-called humanitarian King Leopold. Everybody thought he was a great humanitarian. Well, we know he wasn't. And Morrison and Shepherd were acquitted. And Leopold's regime was brought down. His rule in the Congo was brought down, sort of. It became a Belgian colony, and then there were other issues. But I think we need to remember that history and remember how far we've come. We've got a long way to go in this country, God knows. But we can't give up hope. Thank
Okay, thank you very much, Ann. It Any other quick comments that folks in the room need to make? Yes, Charles.
Down there?
Yeah, come on.
So my comment is going to be to the folk of Shepherds and Lapsley here in Alabama. We will continue to work on behalf of helping the people in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes. Can I hear you say, raise your hands if you don't want to. So that said, the question that we will face, and where's our fearless leader? Where are you? There she is, Lydia. We have to decide how. What shall we do? What is it that will make the most difference in the best way the soonest? And I don't think we have that answer yet. We struggle when we meet, we struggle with that question. Do we continue to build schools? We built 2. Do we continue to send tuition and buy motorbikes and do whatever and whatever and whatever? But I think that's going to be after this meeting, when we have next, our meeting will be the fundamental question of now what? So you know there are 3 questions about the what. It's the what. And we're getting a lot of the what now. We just heard what Isaac had to say about the what. The second question that follows is, so what? And then of course the third question is, what now? And I think we'll be at the place of trying to figure out what now.
Don't go far. We're going to take a break here in a few minutes, and then what comes next?
What comes next? My trustee chief.
Yeah.
Rawls.
I'm up next.
Yes, Rawls. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it from Congo to Alabama and to the Presbytery, and we're going to talk about how. Well, we've been talking about the Shepherds and Morrisons and Fearing and all of that have roots here in this area. And then we're going to take a tour. So tell us about this.
Yeah, so after, yes.
And as you raised the question, so what? I think one of the...
Well, let's hold that. Let's hold that question till later. So after Rawls does his presentation, and it's a visual, it's a PowerPoint with his presentation, then we're going to take a tour of the Stillman campus. So it's to go into the Shepherd Library and to walk the campus and all of that. So for those of you who feel comfortable doing that, it's still very comfortable outside, but it will be a little bit of a walk. So please do that. If you don't feel comfortable taking the walk, that's fine. You can relax, chill out, and all of that. And then after that, we have Michael Ramsey. Where are you, Michael? Way back there. Michael and Rawls have been kind of working together, comparing notes and that kind of thing, and their presentations will come together then. But before all of that, we have a refreshment break.
We have a refreshment.
And we've got more food than you'll ever see. So I know you're still hungry from lunch. So after we break up for here now, just head back into the refreshment room and relax for the next 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
All right. Thank you all. Pour ceux qui sont au Congo, merci beaucoup. Après une petite pause, nous aurons de l'information sur William Shepherd et le presbytère ici en Alabama. Ensuite, une tournée de campus de Stillman Congo, l'université ici. Nous vous souhaitons une bonne soirée, bonne nuit, et nous allons nous rejoindre demain dans l'après-midi chez vous, le matin chez nous. Merci beaucoup.
Joe Scrivener, who is Dean of Chapel and our pastor, you met her earlier, he's going to lead you.
Great, okay. Yes. All right, so take a break. Let's, we'll be done in 20 minutes. Very good.
Rawls and
Okay, well, yeah, if we could try that.
What now?
That would be great.
I know.
So it's like there's a video in CMN 1, and then the PowerPoint, and then another video.
All right. You all get
It hasn't come dark.
It's getting lovely, that's a good thing.
Defied category, transcending expectation. It became that range between people in the common called modelic, black, white. He was born beside the water, grew up wading elsewhere, catching prey, men.
Good.
People that take your care. If you want me to do anything with this, I was not aware to do something. If you show me, I can try it. Oh,
I've never done
Lots of moving parts, right? Look, you have it all? I gotta go left hand up, right hand out. Go little tips.
So the next day, we went there.